Hello one and all, I am Old School Gamer 1971, a special shout out to Millie and Lloyd. Hope you're all having a great day and are staying safe. Today's subject matter is Third Hour Thoughts, Dark Pictures, Little Hope. Before we begin, if you enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up, like, and if it pleases you, check out my channel and subscribe. So without further ado, Dark Pictures Little Hope is a narrative horror game developed by Supermassive Games that released for the PlayStation 4 in 2020. Supermassive decided after the success of Until Dawn that they wanted to develop an anthology series based around different horror genres and tropes. They found a home in Bandai Namco, as they wanted their games to go multi-platform. Supermassive Games are an English developer based in Surrey. Established in 2008, starting off working exclusively for Sony, mainly working on DLC and smaller games, coming into the forefront with Until Dawn. They've shown their prowess as both developers and storytellers. This is a developer I always have my eye on, doubly if it's a Dark Pictures entry. Hopefully a PlayStation 5 version will be on the way for the next entry into the series. You play as 5 characters once the action gets going: Angela, Taylor, Andrew, Daniel and John, who whilst on a journey get diverted to Little Hope after the bus happens upon a traffic accident. They continue on their merry way until the driver swerves to avoid a girl, crashing the bus in the process. After regrouping and no sign of the driver, they start heading towards town and hopefully assistance. You will be making decisions, quick time events and finding clues to solve this narrative adventure. All of the aforementioned can affect who lives, who dies and ultimately your ending. Set in several time periods from the witch trials to 1972 to the present. Right from the get-go, this had my interest piqued. So is this Dark Pictures Little Hope? Or is it Grey Pictures Little Interest? For those familiar with their previous work, this is pretty much the same, except tightened up. Now do not get me wrong, this is hardly a problem for us fans. With jump scares and gore throughout, more gore than Man of Medan. I don't know why, but quick time events seemingly fit in with Supermassive Games, and certainly, if you get over it, it does add to the atmosphere massively. Gets your blood pumping whether you are being chased or in combat. It all comes together to make this game stand out from many others in the narrative genre. One of the improvements to the game is that it gives you a little warning of the quick time events coming up. This is quite cool and certainly makes this a smidgen easier than Man of Medan. As we've come to expect from Supermassive Games, the graphics are outstanding, especially when it comes down to the characters. I know they do mocap with real actors, but it still looks impressive and adds to the atmosphere. I like how the characters play several characters across the ages. This is a nice touch, and no, I'm not telling you why that is. I will say that I like the locations on offer here. They seem derelict and forgotten. Also creepy as hell sometimes. You know, a horror game is getting something right when you don't need the disgusting ghost/zombies coming into frame before it gets creepy. Visually, Supermassive Games have always hit, especially when it comes to the narrative adventures. Again here, there is a noticeable step up in graphics. Spoiler, at the end you will see a trailer for Dark Pictures House of Ashes, and that somehow looks better still.
Mom? Where the hell is everybody?
Anthony! Help!
In my opinion, sound can be the most important sense when it comes to the horror genre. Here, the sound does more than its fair share of the atmosphere, setting you on edge, drawing you into the world, and even grossing you out sometimes. The voice acting is also top notch, maybe not Oscar worthy, but certainly better than a lot of movies it borrows from. That is not a knock on the genre, I love the movies, Instead, I am saying that they have chosen the right cast and right script. Eventually, you start to pick up those noises in the background, adding to those scares. Considering what was achieved here, I hope that Supermassive take advantage of the 3D sound and haptic feedback to full effect when it comes to House of Ashes. I was excited for this game right from that first trailer, the one on the end of The Man of Medan. Fortunately, I was blown away by the improvements, be it aesthetics or gameplay, so it most definitely lived up to my lofty expectations. No, the game is not perfect. Pacing is a little lopsided and subsequent playthroughs will seem slow through the first couple of hours, as the threat does not seem as urgent as it does later in the game. With the game lasting around 4 to 5 hours a playthrough, if this is your bag, like me, then you won't mind playing through several times to understand the whole story. You won't get that in one playthrough. This is not a game breaker, more of an observation, and I do feel I may have been a little bit nitpicky with that one. Dark Pictures Little Hope this most definitely is, and scores a solid 9.3 out of 10. I'm off to book a holiday to Little Hope. It looks like my kind of town.
Where are you? Taylor, come on! Talk to us!
And it's done. If you found this video interesting or have any suggestions, please comment down below, as it will put a big old smile on this face. Let's get the conversation started. I will answer you all. I post new content every week. Have a great day one and all, and thank you for your support. This has been Old School Gamer 1971, signing off.